Hello and welcome to Graham Snackers. Today we got a blast from a past. We have Mountain Dew Game Fuel with a blast of mango heat. Now, I am joined, of course, by the Mountain Dew expert, Steven, a man who I know to truly do the dew. Now,
what does that mean to you?
I don't know.
Well, sure. I mean, sure, I do the do, but
You've definitely done the dew.
I've done it a few times. We're getting off track. This is exciting.
He does the dew all the time.
Yeah. Do you want to talk about this?
Well, I was going to let you talk about it.
Well,
You're
there's
the
a whole
juice
story.
spurt.
There's a whole story behind this. There's ties of friendship and cross-promotional franchising. It's crazy. And this is actually the first Mountain Dew, I'm pretty sure, that incorporated spicy habanero flavor. But it wouldn't be the last.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Well, this is the only dew I've ever heard of that has attempted anything of spicy. What else did?
I'm glad you asked. As recently as last year, NBA player Joel Embiid's Mountain Dew Hot Habanero Hot Sauce. A limited run of 500 bottles in hot sauce form.
So it was a hot sauce, not a dew.
It's both.
But it used Mountain Dew in the hot sauce.
Yes, it's
Well, that's fun.
Mountain Dew hot sauce.
Well, I gotta say, I really hope this doesn't taste like hot sauce.
But if it does, it's very, very powerful.
This dew was gifted to me by my friend Kai, so shout outs to Kai. He found this in the back of his pantry while getting ready to move, and he gave it to me with the warning that it was the worst Mountain Dew he ever had. So
Did he?
Yes.
Oh no.
Also to be noted, this Mountain Dew came out in 2016, and the expiration date on the back or on the bottom
March
is for
27th, 2017.
2017. I'm not expecting this to be a very enjoyable experience.
We are taking our lives into our own
Yeah,
hands.
I think it could just be fun to try a flavor from so many years ago that's no longer made. It's a flavor that I never tried when it was out.
Correct me if I'm wrong. You've never thrown up on Graham Snackers before?
Correct,
First time for everything.
I guess. And it was also made to promote Titanfall 2.
A game that I believe you've never played.
I've never played and never even thought about playing. And here I am, 5 years later, drinking its soda.
God, capitalism's great.
It's wild. It's a wild ride.
Yeah, go ahead, crack it. I know you gotta get into that.
So, mostly from the expiration date, I'm just expecting it to be very flat more than anything else.
You think flat?
I don't know. I mean, what do you think happens to the flavor of a soda after so many years?
I think that there's precedent for this because there have been spicy beers radically go down in flavor very quickly. If they're using real habanero or like real derivatives, it's got to be losing that spice incrementally year after year. I think that this actually has the potential to be better than it was when it was first released.
Well, that's wild.
Like a fine wine.
If only we could compare it to how it was back then.
The Graham Theraber Time Machine.
All right, let's listen. It's fizzing.
Yeah, it's fizzing.
You want to give that a sniff?
That smells like soap. Mango, you said? That makes objectively more sense.
So, it's got a piss kind of color to it.
Oh, my friend, this is not a healthy piss color. Ooh, it's spicy on the nose.
It's just a little spicy on the nose. It is a little. That's fun. It just kind of smells like a mango soda. Are we ready to sip?
I'm gonna sip, but also, you were worried about the carbonation? Worry not.
It does taste a little old. Like, it doesn't taste as crisp as a new soda.
Crisp.
I'm wondering, because it's not like very spicy. There's a little tingle left on my tongue, but it's kind of numb. And so I'm wondering if that is a byproduct of it being an old Mountain Dew than it being a habanero flavor.
It's impossible to go back in time with our current Graham time machine, which you'll show on the channel at some point.
We'll get around to time travel.
Right. Kai said this was the worst soda.
He didn't like it.
My man, this is not even the worst Mountain Dew I've ever had. This is not bad. Not half bad by far.
I do think you were right about it losing spice over time.
Oh,
Because I am not getting a whole lot of heat. Like I said, I am getting like a little tingle numbness after each sip. But I don't know if I'd really call it like heat or spice. It's supposed to be habanero.
Not the heat I associate with habanero.
And important to note is that it is due with a blast of, meaning that it is the same citrus-based
I've
Mountain Dew.
never gotten a straight answer on that.
Well, I think from our studies, from the from the Mountain Dews that we've had, we've kind of figured out that like when it says with a blast of, it is still like a base Mountain Dew citrus soda, and then this flavor is added. And I feel like more than anything, I'm just tasting Mountain Dew with like the hint of mango and then a lingering tingle.
Because it's really mango in the aftertaste. But the thing that gets me is like just in the back of the nose while I'm sipping it, it's a hint of habanero. Just a hint of capsaicin.
It smells spicier than it tastes.
Well said. This has to have gotten less spicy from where it was.
Yeah.
There's just like that's just how that works. But I do see the actual flavor of habanero, which most people don't get because you're overwhelmed with spice. Mm-hmm. But it does have a habanero flavor. It is not worth it to break the laws of space-time to get this.
Yeah. I mean, it's fine to get if your friend finds some in the back of their pantry. But it's not worth traveling to 2016 for.
To Titanfall, the developers gotta have a bunch of this rattling around back there. You maybe hit them up, say, hey, I want to get that Mountain. Do you have any more of that Titanfall 2 Mountain Dew? They'll know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's just not worth the effort. Like, this is a very mediocre Dew, I think. I don't think this ranks higher than most of the Dews I can buy today. I don't even like pineapple, and I'm fine about mangoes, but I would say that, like, the Maui Burst Dollar General Pineapple Mountain Dew was better than this. That might be just because of the how old it is.
If you wait to release this video until May 25th, it will be 5 years old. A 5-year-old soda.
Yeah, we got 3 cans of this, and so I don't know exactly what we're gonna...
What we? No. What I
don't know if reviewing an old product like this is worth giving a rating to.
Yes,
I would say
you should give it like an old.
Lackluster.
You should give it an old timely rating.
An old timely. It's ye oldie mediocre.
Oh yes, the old mango soda. I remember it quite well. I believe I went to a soda parlor and my father got it for me, and then he said, "Well, son, we've got to toughen you up, by gum." And he poured habanero in it. It scalded my tiny mouth quite badly, and I've talked like this ever since. Good God, where was I?
From the very moment you started, I was like, I'm cutting this.
Yeah. That's fair.
Okay.
I would give this rating, gotta give it a nicely tiled floor.
Well, I think tiled floors are much nicer than this.
At a public restroom.
Oh, no, okay.
Anyways, thank you for having me on.
Yes. Thank you for educating me.
That'll all be cut. Don't worry about it. Cheers.